president's personal lawyer could become a Supreme Court judge in just months. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the unprecedented promotion that's shaking Kenya's judiciary and why one man's 30-year career is facing its ultimate test. Meet Justice Katwa Kigen, a Court of Appeal judge for barely days, a veteran lawyer for 30 years, and until recently, the personal attorney for President William Ruto. Now, he's one of 6 candidates vying for a seat on Kenya's highest court. But here's the twist. If he wins, he makes history as the first judge promoted to the Supreme Court after only months in the second highest court in the land. The Judicial Service Commission will announce its shortlist in March. And the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just about one job, it's about the future balance of Kenya's Supreme Court. And it's about a fundamental question. Can a president's former lawyer sit in judgment on cases that might involve his former client? For 30 years, Katwa Kigen built a reputation as a high-flying jurist. He represented President Ruto at the International Criminal Court in The Hague. He's litigated in local, regional, and international courts. And now, he's telling the JSC he wants to bring all that experience to the Supreme Court bench. Here's what nobody's talking about: the potential for a historic shift in the court's composition. Right now, the Supreme Court has 7 judges. If Kigen gets the nod, or if any of the other Court of Appeal judges in the race win, the Supreme Court will have a majority of judges promoted directly from the Court of Appeal. That includes Chief Justice Martha Koome, Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu, and Justice William O. Uko. It would create a judicial pipeline with enormous influence. And then, something shocking happened during the interviews. Kigen made a bold statement about judicial power. He said the Judicial Service Commission has the authority to look into judgments delivered by judges to determine incompetence or misconduct. This is controversial. Several judges have filed cases arguing the commission has no power to examine the merit of their rulings. Kigen argued it can be done, but only if it doesn't jeopardize the chance for appeal. Here's the part that will blow your mind. When asked about corruption in the judiciary, Kigen said the third arm of government is not Caesar's wife, but the cries of corruption are exaggerated. Not Caesar's wife. An ancient reference meaning above suspicion. He's acknowledging the judiciary isn't perfect, but he's pushing back against what he sees as an overblown narrative. And then came the conflict of interest question. How will he handle the image of being a high-flying lawyer who represented the powerful, including the president? His answer: he will serve collegially, consult widely, and where there is conflict, he will alert his colleagues and withdraw. But the question hangs in the air. Can you truly separate 3 decades of representing powerful clients from the impartial role of a Supreme Court judge? The other candidates are formidable. Court of Appeal judges Francis Tuyat and Mohammed Warsame. High Court Judge Joseph Sergin, a veteran who could follow Justice Isaac Leniala's path from High Court to Supreme Court. And 2 outsiders, Anne Makori and Lillian Wanjiku. The implications are massive. This appointment will shape Kenya's highest court for years. It touches on judicial independence, the separation of powers, and public trust. Some see it as a natural promotion for a brilliant legal mind. Others whisper about proximity to power and the optics of rapid elevation. The controversy is real, but here's the unanswered question. In a nation where the judiciary's independence is sacred, what message does it send when a president's former lawyer ascends to the Supreme Court in record time? Do you think a president's former lawyer should sit on the Supreme Court? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that matters.